Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. Hello, Mr. Flashpoint Batman, who today is Mr. Heat, I guess.
Yep,
Did
hello
you change
there.
the name of your character, or am I misremembering?
No, it's exactly he, I.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Alright. Let
So
me
just give
get
me a
going.
second so that I can finish setting up on my end. So how was your week, good sir?
It was alright. Hot out and damp out, but it was alright.
How's your Wayne Manor coming up?
I'm missing quite a bit of things. Like
Yeah,
I'm
good.
missing a lot of like basic things. You know what I mean? Like a multiple of the same couch. You mean? Because you can't have mix match stuff. You need to have like everything the same, right?
Well,
So
they
I
do
gotta
give
get.
you like, I don't know, a dozen couches that are the
Yeah,
same.
I have that, but I have them. But some things. There's just too many of certain things, so you gotta find something a little bit different, but not far off from the style. But besides that, it's fine. I mean, there's a few paintings I want to get, but not bad. I'll show you later on what I've done with it.
So today, guys, it's Evil Friday. So bring in your evil villains, and we'll play some missions. Actually, we'll play one mission. There's only one mission in the classic Batman missions that we can actually play as a 8-player group. Hello, Morrow. Hello, Trayvon. So there's only one mission really we can play as an 8-player group. So afterwards, we'll go to the open worlds and we'll play diverse bounties, Doomsday, the Generals, the Paradox. We'll go play probably the Legion bounties, and if we have time, maybe even the Wonderverse bounties. Hello, Flash fan. Happy birthday ahead of time.
I'll be on the stream.
Hello, Spire. Sorry, I think let me go back a bit. And hello, Z. So we are with other evil villains. Oh, here's our friend AJ Wannabe. So just come and meet us here. We'll put the group together. We'll wait a bit, but if it takes a while, we may not wait for the whole group to be full. If we have to, we might go with only 4 or 5 or 6 players. We'll see how it works out. Holy crap! 3 tanks tonight is going to be tank night.
Remember, don't count mine as a tank.
Too late,
it's
and that's why I didn't come in with my Dark Multiverse.
oh yeah.
Flash fan, make any villains you like. It's your character. Ideally, you guys are going to want to be the ones playing your characters, so make characters you have fun playing. Otherwise, there's no point. If you make characters that are a struggle to play with, you're not going to enjoy it, and you won't play those for very long. Thank you, DDX Tooney. Hello, Arish. So you're AG wannabe? Well, that's good. Hello, Joker.
Once I get my CR up on my other villain, I won't be using this one anymore.
Ah, you're so mean with your other villain. Oh, Red Sona is there.
Well, one of the guys that was on your stream, maybe like two or three ago, I
Oh,
have a
sorry.
Terminator out on my villain now.
Sorry, I lost you for a second. Say that again.
So one of the guys that I saw in one of your streams like two or three streams ago,
Sure.
made a Terminator, and now I kind of got inspired by that, so I made my own Terminator on the villain side.
Well,
I'm working on him.
I've had an idea to make a Terminator character for ages, and I just never got around to it. There's either other videos I ended up making instead, and after a
Mm.
while I completely forgot about it. But yeah, you can make a pretty darn good. You can make a good Terminator in a few ways, in a few different ways.
I need help though. I need help getting the Hank Henshaw face piece though.
Yeah, I need that too. So sometimes this week, if you can, we'll try to maybe put a group together and try to get it because we need briefings. I think from I think it was Warlight Part 2, Part 3, I forget.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up. So if I can get that, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy the robotic arm from the Quarks vendor, and then I'm gonna get the Hank Henshaw headpiece, and that's all I need basically to make the Terminator. The rest of it's easy.
Ironically enough, you can make a good Hank Henshaw without the Hank Henshaw headpiece. But yeah, that
Yeah,
that could be a good addition.
I mean, you can also just use what's his name, Cyborg's headpiece. That
Yeah,
works.
there's the two cyborg headpiece. There's also the cyborg skin you can kind of use.
Yep.
Oh, I think yeah, I think our friend Red Sonja won't be. Could have sworn there was no combat rating for the alert, for the raid. I mean, let's go take a quick look.
Is it
Oh, wrong difficulty. Ah, come on.
Save the Universe one? I don't think there
The
is.
event version says combat rating 30, so Red Sona, you should be okay. Yeah, we have an intruder, Joker. That's all right. Once we do the bounties, you'll be welcome. Although I'm starting to wonder if we only, let's try this something. Until we get more people to actually join us, let's go play the four-player mission. What say you, Mr. Flashpoint?
Sure, I'm fine with that.
It's always harder to get the evil villains on when we play Evil Friday. It's sad, but that's usually how it is. So let's go play a family reunion, because why not? And by the time we finish with family reunion, hopefully some of you guys will send us Stell to invite you to our group. If not, we'll just go for the mission. That shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, the head skeleton is a good option. There's quite a few options to be able to create a Terminator
Dr.
type character.
Veronica Kale, I'm sure you've heard of me. Anyway, as they say, time is money, so let's get to it. I'm working with LexCorp to figure out what the hell is going on
Yeah,
with the
this
rise
one.
in paradox activity.
Yeah, I prefer to be a
First
flying
order of
character for those
business is to
missions,
secure
but
the
well,
cargo of the
too
damaged
bad, so
Starlabs
sad.
trucks in the area. They were damaged in the initial eruption and
So let's see if the tank squad. I'll get rid of. I'll attract the evil NPCs, and you can grab the thingies.
Oh,
I'm not sure why cannot. Ah, there we go.
oh, I can't fly. No.
Yeah. Well, even you can't really fly, I think, with those anyway. But
Okay, I'm throwing them.
yeah, you can throw them. Assuming. I thought I'd picked it up. You're so mean. You stole it from my hands. Actually, there's a Red Sona who stole it from me.
Equipment to cover our immediate needs. I'm sure we can
Oh, are we done? Let's see if we can get away from here.
Oh, I'm gonna die already. This is not a tank.
How dare you die? Dying is forbidden today.
Okay, and they won't let me leave. Okay.
We have. Sadly, if you try to get away, they seem to be pulling us. So we have no choice. We have to beat the snot out of them. Oh, actually, did you? Oh, there you are. Actually, it's a one abuse here.
All of us are.
Yeah. Today I played a bit with this character to get the allies, but sadly all I have is calculator with this guy, and the calculator is, let's say, it's not my favorite.
Calculator, I don't mind him as a fire tank, and not on this character, obviously. I mean, my Ghost Rider. I don't mind him at all. I find he actually is somewhat useful.
But the worst has to be Oracle. Holy crap.
I mean, to be honest, they're all pretty terrible in my opinion, but...
That's another debate. Especially considering all the resources you need to upgrade them, like especially the legendary ones. Like you need, oh, let's pick up this one here. You need a lot of resources to upgrade the legendary ones to rank 10. So
Yep.
it's a lot of resources for something that gives a very, very tiny bonus. So I don't know.
The Flashpoint Batman is so terrible.
You mean the abilities or the support abilities or?
No, his as an actual offensive ally, he's so terrible. He doesn't like no damage.
Yeah. Well, also you have to be careful not to be out of range. Like if you're just a tiny bit too far, just going to stand there. Oh, hello, Rodialco.
It kind of makes me mad though, because it's like I want to be able to use my Flashpoint Batman ally whenever I'm not actually playing on my Flashpoint Batman character.
I understand.
So I put, you know, it's like.
Well,
can't
sometimes
really
you have to
enjoy
bite
him.
the bullet. You have to use it, even if it's not not the best. What can you do? Holy crap! Did we attract so
Hey.
many NPCs? There
Hey.
we go.
Hey, look, there's another guy. There's another what's it called? Team here.
Yeah, this is in operation. So there's other players who can be here.
It's cool.
Why is it not loading?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like going into the Speed Force on this mission with it when there's other players. That's pretty cool. You know?
Should we get the? Why not? Do you want to fight the Eradicator?
Sure.
Too late. I started the fight.
Oh great, my turret's not doing anything.
Let's try the turrets. I don't have a tendency to use the turrets a lot. I kind of forget about it.
The turrets are good, but sometimes there's like a 1 out of like 30 chance that they just don't work sometimes.
Yeah, I suppose.
I don't know why it does that.
Well, sometimes there's abilities that get interrupted that probably shouldn't be. In a strange way.
I think my favorite turret though is the one from the anniversary. What's it called? The antimatter turret, whatever.
Yes.
Let me look. Yeah, it's the antimatter turret.
Aren't you useful? Closing
I like
those
that one.
ruptures will buy us the time we need to finish our. Oh, looks like that may pop a paradox.
There's a lot of damage in a short period of time.
Creatures threatening the museum. Get rid of it before it destroys our research and any chance we have at identifying the paradox.
It's been ages since I fought one of those. Forgot how it was.
I'm gonna go to the Paradox Destroyer. That's taking too long
Already?
for me. Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we can get away then. Ah. Oh, there is. Nope. Where did that come from?
I was wondering that too. Alright, see if the turret works this time. There you go, now it works.
So we're going to
Is there a way
rebrand
to
them.
upgrade them?
No, the only way is to get the tier 3 one.
I really want to get I wish there was a way you could just upgrade it to tier 3 or whatever. Instead of just buying
Well, you can. You have to buy the tier 3 one. Or you have to get lucky and get it as a drop.
it. I mean, like,
these are
if you
your
get the
choices.
tier 1, if there was like a way you can just like go like a page and just like
I understand.
automatically upgrade it, you know?
Sadly, these are not the option right now. You're gonna have to talk to Sharon about that. I think he's the one behind those pets. But I could be mistaken.
It'd be nice.
Oh, our friend Yo Barthon is saying that he got the final piece to make his Savitar.
I hope it's the comics avatar.
You never know. And I don't know if you saw the image. They posted a picture of the Flash suit for the Flash movie, but it's actually the Batman from the 1989 with the Flash lightning bolt painted on it.
Oh yeah, I didn't see it yet.
It seems to
That's a look.
suggest that the evil villain of the film will actually be Flashpoint Batman. Or Flashpoint, not Batman, the Red Death.
Red Death. Ooh.
like a weird version of Flash and Batman, but the 1989 version.
Interesting.
But it's just a speculation at this point. We don't really know.
So they're kind of going to go for their own story then.
Sadly, they often do.
Okay. They're not basing off anything really hardcore. They're going to try to make their own little thing.
Well,
received the data from Kale's researchers. The paradox ruptures are a reaction to an event that occurred in Gotham City. Professor Zoom will give you a lift. And remember...
Alright, you can, we can actually just fly right through these enemies if they spawn. I don't think they're going to spawn though.
Why?
Oh yeah, they're spawning. But you can just go right through them though, they won't. There's the exit at the end already appeared, so...
But yeah, usually they want to go for their own storylines. Sadly, the people behind making the movies, they don't really care about the built-in fan base. They care about them in the sense that they want to use the name recognition, but they're more interested in doing something for the what they call the normies, the general public.
That's pretty much what the entire Marvel universe caters to, just the general public.
Well,
That's their entire fan base.
They usually did a good job pleasing both, especially with like with Iron Man, the first Iron Man movie. It wasn't exactly like the comic, but it was close enough that the fans were pretty happy about it, and the general audience did seem to enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
But sadly, in recent days, they seem to be not too concerned about the fans, or actually, they're pretty much hate the fans, if we have to be honest.
You guys don't need to actually fight them, you can just run right by, yeah.
Too late. You evil skipper.
Oh. Energy spikes inside the Speed Force. You might encounter.
You want to fight the boss, or?
Absolutely.
Alright.
That was the whole point of fighting all them hunters. Where's the boss now? He seems to be back at the other side.
Yeah, he's running towards us.
He's not running fast enough.
Sometimes it takes like an extra minute for him to actually spawn into.
He seems to be there. Oh, it's a Starfire. I'm not sure why I can't pull her.
You know, I'm actually not really a fan of her new skin.
Not at all.
Too bland looking, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The colors just, you know, I don't like the colors. I don't like the costume. The hair is not bad. I like the hair. The hair is pretty cool, but that's about it.
No, I miss her. I miss her whole look. Sadly, it's one character that they pretty much they made. It was a pretty cool character when it was first created, but then a lot of creators have been trying very hard to reinvent her, either reinvent her costume or even her whole look, and it never works. The classic version of that character is by far the best version they ever made, and they keep on trying to get away from that. It's sad, but that's how it is. It's like with Cyborg.
The one I don't like is I don't like the Titans one at all. It looks nothing like her.
Yeah, that too. But Cyborg has a similar issue. They keep on trying to reinvent Cyborg, and it never looks as good as his original version.
Yeah.
But actually, that could be said about most of the Titans, to be honest.
See, for me, just because when I was a kid, I liked watching it a little bit, was the old Titans show, and I loved the Cyborg from there. That was my favorite. That's just because I grew up with watching that show.
Probably.
You know, but...
You will fall now.
And then there was the one from Justice League, the cartoon, which wasn't bad. But
Wasn't the I don't remember him from being there.
or would it have been the later one? I don't know. It was one of the cartoons.
Did we defeat her or?
Yeah, I think we did.
Oh, no,
Oh,
there she
maybe
is.
she ran away. No. No, that would have been the later one there. It's kind of it's the modern cartoons, I should say.
Oh, you mean the animated movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are not good. There's no other word to say.
I didn't watch it until recently. The Death of Superman, the animated ones there.
Which one? They made two of them. There was
No,
one
the
made in
part
the
one.
early 2000.
No, the newer one.
Okay.
I watched it not long ago. It's not bad. I mean, I'm not a fan of the part one, but the part two I liked.
Yeah, the part two was a bit better.
I feel like the first one they were kind of rushing just to kill him off right away, so they can tell the part two story. That's what it felt like.
That might be true.
Alright, I'm gonna go to Gotham. It's like they wanted to get the first part done as fast as possible so they can actually work on the second part.
Well, the second part has all those other characters. Like, sometimes it seems as if the people creating those stuff are not very interested in the main character, so they're trying to focus sometimes on any character but the main character, which is a bit strange sometimes, but sadly it happens more often than not these days.
What I found really weird is how Hank Henshaw hated Superman because he didn't save him. Well, it's like, you gotta think, Superman is busy all the time. He's just a person basically, well, I mean he's an alien, but he's basically a person that just has powers. He can't teleport and be at everywhere all at once, you know? So for him to hate him, it just seemed really weird.
Sorry, Roddy, we're not ignoring anyone, but sadly we're busy fighting, so it's kind of hard to keep track of fighting and the chat at the same time. Sorry guys if I've ignored the chat a bit.
Take a look around and see what you can learn.
Oh, here's one here.
Help! I'm being mugged!
Distress call recognized. Engaging threat.
See? That's why we pay taxes.
Okay. Bad.
Where did you come from?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
No. I also decided to give what's the other one I decided to watch? The Long Halloween there.
I saw the first part, didn't watch the second part just yet. Not too crazy about the whole DC animated series looking like Archer.
See, I found it was really boring in my opinion.
Yes, a little bit of that.
Repairing.
Like I get it, it's supposed to be more story driven than action. I get it, but it just, I don't know, it was too dry for me.
But I wonder if they'll keep the plot twist.
I haven't seen the part two, so.
Oh, let's go for the spiders now. Your Thon is saying the cheapest chest is 5 million. I'm not sure what chest you're talking about, your Bard. That's okay, BVU. We're here. Holy crap, did we pull everyone in Gotham City?
I know. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. We're 4 tanks, so.
Yeah, it might be on the right side of the screen, but we're focusing on the middle of the screen with the fight. Don't worry, BVU. We're still here.
Alright. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat too. It's hard to keep up with looking back and forth.
sometimes we're busy fighting and it's hard to fight and to look at the chat at the same time and to talk also. So sadly, sometimes the chat is the first thing we ignore because we're trying not to die here. Oh, here's another one.
I like how they make it so easy to find them because they're always in the cross intersections.
Yeah. I don't know review. That happens. Don't worry about that. Oh, if you're free to play, yeah, with $50,000, it's good enough to be able to repair. But yeah, you can't really buy stuff on the broker. You can buy some things on the broker, but not really.
Pretty much just underpriced base items and that's it.
Yeah. Well, if you're lucky, go to the broker any chance you get. Once in a while, you get a really good deal on certain items. Sometimes there's people who end up setting items for $1 if they click too quickly. So very often I would go to the broker. That's why I tell people go to the broker as many times as you can. Sometimes I would go to the broker 20 times, 50 times, 100 times one day, and then get lucky and get an item, a very expensive item for $1. Of course,
Yeah, having me earlier.
Of course, I've done the opposite as well. Sometimes at 3 a.m. I was playing the broker and I knew that I should go to bed. I was dead tired. But I thought, nah, we have to play the broker a bit more. And then I would end up too tired, clicking a little too quickly and selling an item for $1. So it happens both ways. So when you do it by accident, well, you learn from it and you don't worry too much. But once in a while, it benefits you. So go to the broker any chance you get. And so go to the broker any chance you get, and if you're lucky, you might get a good deal.
Yeah.
What does August 23 mean? Not sure. Yesterday there was a hotfix, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Roddy.
Yeah. I went to the broker the other day, and I found the Hawk Girl little mace there, and it was only for $100.
Ah, lucky you.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of useless anyways, because, I mean, you can sell it for way more than that, but it's not it doesn't cost very much money on a broker, but I was able to make a profit at least.
568 Gotham, Cursed Gotham time capsule for $5. That's a good deal. These are some of the best time capsule in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Goey Gamer.
Man, I love the spin attack with the one-handed. It's so cool. I love that.
Ah, poor Brick. He keeps on dying. I have to heal him a bit more.
Hey, you know how it's like if you keep tapping X or keep tapping square, and you have all these different combos? Well, what do you think of the idea if the DC gave us an option to change up the combo order?
Oh yeah, that would be nice because depending on your play style and on how you're used to mashing the buttons, let's say, yeah, it would be nice to be able to customize that. But I don't foresee that happening anytime soon, or ever actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, BVU, it's Evil Friday indeed. I'm not sure why you were kicked, Roddy, but if it's because of that, I can tell you what it is because I don't know myself. All I can think of is that there was a patch on August 23rd. Other than that, I don't know. Oh, I guess we're good to go.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
You'll go to jail for this. Wayne Tech Command, send reinforcements to my position.
Oh, Irish got the Hunter's crossbow. I'm green with envy.
This is Bruce.
Congrats.
I'm falling back to base.
It's a nice weapon. I did not get it
It
yet.
is.
I'm gonna have to work on it a bit.
I kind of want to get it so I can make Daryl from The Walking Dead.
Or you can
That
make
one,
Chewbacca with the big one.
You can do that too, yeah. I really want to make Daryl though.
Nah, who wants to be in The Walking Dead?
He's like the only character I like.
Nothing happens in that show. But yeah, he's one of the good characters, but nothing happens. I stopped watching season 3, or halfway through season 4, I think, when they leave the prison, basically.
Yeah, I've stopped for a while and then I continued watching. I haven't watched the last 2 seasons, but or 3 seasons. I don't know. Whenever, actually, you know what? I won't spoil it for anyone else who was behind either.
Morrow is asking if they're going to give us the space base again. Yes, in November for the Extra Life event, they should give us the space base and a whole bunch of other stuff.
There's a space base?
Yes.
Is that the one where you're looking at Earth?
Yes.
Oh, I want that so bad.
November. You're gonna have to wait for November for that. But they'll give us the space base, basically all the previous rewards, and we'll probably get some new rewards, which we don't know anything about just yet. Yeah, the Savitar is on the list at some point. I just didn't get the chance to get around to it just yet.
I want that space base so I can make the, from the Guardians of the Galaxy, I want to make their spaceship.
And the BPU, yes, the Clown Prince will come back in January.
I knew you.
The 2 times our XP for artifacts will probably come in sometimes in November, probably late November. When we get the next DLC, then we'll probably get then we'll probably get the 2 times artifact.
I've
Normally we
never
get that.
played the villain side.
Me neither. I just realized that I never saw Bruce Wayne in the Wayne armor. That was neat.
I wish he had a Batman like mask or something, but you know.
That's alright. The
Whatever.
consoles are up. Too late.
I never do them.
Too late.
Wait, let's see. Does Catwoman come or who comes? I'm wondering now.
Probably still Catwoman, but she might have a different suit.
Right here, son.
Oh,
Together
actually,
we'll
it's
send
Thomas
these
Wayne.
Thomas.
to jail.
Yo,
I guess we should do Evil Friday more often.
this is
the
actually
consoles.
interesting. I'm gonna fight Thomas.
Fight Thomas with his mustache.
Yes. That's sick. You know what? They need to put some of the villain side characters in the Watchtower so I can actually see what the character models look like. Because I never play villain. I mean, not the Watchtower. I mean the House of Legends. They need to put them in there, more of them, because again, like I don't see them.
And you never will. Except on Evil Friday.
Yeah. So once so we have Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman missions basically every month, right? Once those are over, do you think they're just gonna keep repeating the cycle and do the same 3 over and over and over?
No, I
and
think
over?
they'll probably give us other missions. I suspect in the long run they'll probably go through all the content, depending on the theme of the event. And the BBU, the answer is never, so you don't need to bother asking anymore.
You know, I was thinking about earlier. You know what I'd really like them to do is an episode with that's based around Martian Manhunter. Where you go to Mars.
I don't think that'll ever happen.
I think it'd be cool though, and to fight other Martians.
It'd be cool, but no one cares about Martian Manhunter other than maybe old comic geeks. So they're not going to do that. They seem to focus on stuff that's again for the general audience. That's more popular with most people.
Like he's virtually the same thing as Superman, minus he's allergic to fire, and he can go invisible and read minds. But he's virtually the same thing as Superman.
Yeah, but other than comic geeks, no one knows about this character, or no one cares about this character. So, So yeah, I would love it. There's a lot of stuff I would love. Sadly, they go for the more popular stuff, so I don't think that will happen. Although
Well,
we got
look
the
at
Legion of
Legion. Nobody knows who Legion
yeah,
is,
yeah, I
and
was going to say that. Although they did surprise us with the Legion of Superheroes, but I think it was more to fit with the new comics that DC was trying to push. The
hold
Brand
on.
Bendis Legion comics. I think that's why we got that. So maybe if at some point they try to push a Martian Manhunter, maybe we'll get that. But I wouldn't hold my breath.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Unacceptable. I'm sorry, Bruce. I wasn't strong enough.
Let's give a little bow to everyone.
Sweet. I got some feats I can transfer over.
Oh yeah, Alessandro, I have a lot of artifact XP myself. Sadly, it's not the time
Hello.
just yet.
I'm Martha Wayne of the Martha Wayne Foundation.
Yeah, the
Inviting you
anti-monitor
to our
style is
latest
good for
charity
Superboy
event.
Prime.
Black Canary,
Actually, I
the
have
Huntress,
Superboy
and
Prime in a
many
couple of
other
my
local
videos,
heroes
so
will
yes.
be meeting with the public and signing autographs. It fills a mother's heart with pride, knowing that her son and her husband can be
So now you know where they got
counted
the frame
among such
for.
great
The
champions
frame
of
from.
justice. I hope you can join us for the event.
All reused assets.
Mostly. There's a few, well, I was going to say technically the Batwing is a new asset, but it's actually the same Batwing we had, but they made it bigger. So is
Yeah.
it really a new asset? Is it still a reuse? We'll never know.
It's the same thing. They just scaled it differently.
He's trying to protect the Wayne family. Hurry up and break through his forces.
And if they did make a new model for it, they just copy and pasted the textures on it then. But it just makes more sense just to scale it differently.
You're so mean. They gave you a brand new Batwing, and you're complaining that it's a reuse.
I'm not complaining, I'm just saying I know how they done it. It's
Too late.
easy.
I think the only real new item was the secret door.
Well, I mean, technically speaking, it's still a reused asset. They just added a mechanic to it.
Now you're pretty hard on them.
I mean, actually, you know what?
But the fact that they included all those base items with the lair, I'll forgive them that it's reused base items.
Even the mechanic is reused. They use it all the time for blocking people out of areas.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know, it's and even then they don't. The bookshelf doesn't even block you out of anywhere. It's just an animation, so it's I don't know.
Yeah, they couldn't make it a solid object. So the compromise they made is that if you're a role player, you are going to open the door. If you don't care, you're just going to go through it, or you're not even going to use it. How many stats points do I have with this character? I have no idea. I would have to look it up. Not that many, I would say. Sorry guys if I missed out part of the conversation.
Let's see here. So did you get anything new? New auras, new weapon styles?
Actually, I have the Dimension Chroma material that I've been meaning to make a video with for like a week, and I couldn't get around to it.
But did you get anything new though?
If I got anything new, not lately.
No. Ooh, a lot of options here. Let's see. I think I'll go to play House Knight Stand for my Joker base.
An evil drone was trying to sneak past us. Oh. Elbard, you're probably maining the Madness material. That's a pretty cool looking one.
You know what? I really want to see those. I want to see the lantern rings as an accessory for the opposite hand.
Yeah, it's been highly requested.
Like,
that way you could have a green and red lantern character, or
yep.
like they did with Kyle Rayner or Guy Gardner.
Yep.
Please, don't hurt my family.
Let's see how many skill points do I have?
Sorry I couldn't get here.
That was so sad. All you heard was gunshots. That's so sad.
It's alright.
Protect you, Bruce.
Actually, I have 171 with this
You're a
guy, this
monster,
character.
Luther. I know why you're here.
The cheapest material, I have no idea. I would have to look on the broker. Although, if you're looking for cheap material, a lot of vendors have materials for 100 source marks. So just look at the materials in the Watchtower or in the Hall of Doom if you're a villain, and you'll see a whole bunch of them for 100 source marks. Or is it 200? Too many effects, I couldn't tell what was going on anymore. But yeah, easy. Go to the Watchtower, the Hall of Doom. Look at the vendors. A lot of them have some pretty cool material for not too expensive.
Stay out of my way.
It's 200? Okay. So there's no reason not to be able to farm for 200 source marks and purchase at least some of those materials.
Okay, so we're gonna go
on the
to
broker, I
Flashpoint
would have to look
Batman
it up.
Assume, eh?
Sorry?
We're gonna go to Flashpoint after this, eh? Considering the time.
Well, maybe. Yeah, I suppose we will.
Okay. I'll go on a different character then once we get there. Once we're done this.
No, it's forbidden. You have to remain with an evil villain. It's Evil Friday.
I will. I'm going on my other villain.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I can't. Damn it. It's too
See?
low CR.
You have no choice. On the broker, you will Bard, I would have to look it up, but
Nexus reinforcements requested.
I'm losing synchronization. Overseer, lock on to this point in time.
Man, I love that they use Kevin Conroy's voice.
oh yeah. It's probably one of the reasons why they don't use Batman very often. It's probably expensive whenever they do it.
Yep. You know what? When Kevin Conroy dies, I'm gonna be super sad.
Why do you wish him to die?
No,
nothing to
I
do?
don't. I don't want him to die. He's the best Batman to ever exist.
Now you're being mean to Michael Keaton.
Nexus
No, he's the second best Batman to ever exist.
Nah, he's the best one.
Oh, let me change that. Kevin Conroy is the best anime Batman of all time. Live action, Keaton.
Trying to think of a name for someone who voiced Batman in an animated show, and I can't think of one.
I don't even know. I know of there's a few out there, but I just don't know their names. You know?
Yeah, I'm not sure why at some point, whenever they would make a DC animated movie, they would go for different voice actors for some reasons.
Well, it's because Kevin Conroy likes to work with Mark Hamill a lot of times. So if Mark Hamill is not doing Joker, then he's not going to do Batman.
Nah, he did Batman a few times without Mark Hamill, so I doubt
A few
that's the reason.
times, yes. A few times, yes, if the money's right. But if the money's not right and he's not there, he will not. That's one of the reasons why they didn't want to do. They didn't have him in Arkham Origins. Because for that one, Mark Hamill said no, I don't want to do it. And being that it's a video game, which is a big project, he wasn't going to do that whole project without Mark Hamill, so...
But Mark Hamill is a bit fishy. Like at some point he was saying that he didn't want to do the Joker because it hurt his voice or something like that. And then he did the Joker again. So I don't know. It seems he's using excuses
Leave the rest to
not to do it when maybe the money's not right. I'm not sure.
There, Bruce. See?
Yep.
I didn't let that
Because if it really was his voice hurting him, he wouldn't do it at all. But it seems that depending on the size of the paycheck, yeah, he might do it again.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love Mark Hamill as a voice actor, but yeah, it's probably the most likely thing is just money. You know, he has other things he could be doing to make more.
So guys, we're going to go to the Flashpoint Gotham City. So if you guys want to join us to fight some evil bounties, the time is now.
Wait. Wait, am I right here? Yeah, I think I am. Hold on. I think it's 287.
Oh, wrong tunnel.
Hit Hall of Doom. Where is it?
It's a circle.
Oh, there it is.
Did Troy Baker do some of the voices?
I gotta go to my other character. It won't let me. You're back.
Oh yeah, you Bard, I come with your Savitar. Oh, Izzy, what did you get that was so cool today? You got 11 million. Okay. Oh yeah, Peter Weller in The Dark Knight Returns. Oh yeah, that was a good one.
All right, let's see some hustle out there today.
Batman says you're the one to solve the situation we've got.
It'll take all of us setting this world right. Help the Resistance.
General Adam won't destroy my city. Neutralizes PSYOP's forces.
The riffraff of Gotham needs a lesson in etiquette. Conducted in a language they
Now
understand.
Paradox demons are attacking. It's related to a new passage through the multiverse. I'm sure of it.
Amazons and Atlanteans sent their strongest forces, as if Gotham didn't have enough to deal with.
Just so that you guys know, we're in phase...
Alright, I'm back.
We're in phase 3 right now.
Okay.
There's 20 people, so there should be room enough for a lot of you guys if you want.
Sir, ma'am, Captain, PSYOPs
Perfect.
released Doomsday on Booster Gold. I was...
Perfect, because I need to do the bounties anyways and all that stuff, so...
So let's wait a bit for people to join. I guess we can defeat some PSYOPs while we wait.
Hey. I wish I can group up with you, but I'm on the opposite faction.
That's alright. So we'll wait maybe 2 minutes.
I'm gonna go wait at Doomsday. Actually, I kinda wanna see if I can take him on.
Nah, you can't.
You know what? I'm gonna go attack him. I'm gonna go see. Go. Let's fight. Come on.
How do you get the Flash?
So, General
Not sure what you're asking, Noel.
Unleash Doomsday. Not good.
Oh, I guess...
I was just testing to see if I can actually live, and it turns out, yeah, I can live.
Nah, you can't. It's impossible. Especially for you. We saw your tank earlier. You can't survive a fly.
This one's good. This one's unkillable. See that? Those jets, they couldn't kill me.
I think they got pity on you. So are you excited for Halloween next week?
The events? Well, I need to get the fog. I'm mostly there for the base items, to be honest. The base items are always cool.
There's a few cool ones, and there's a few cool promos as well.
Yeah. Well, as you know, I like making bases, right? And what I want to do for my Ghost Rider, I'll take the manor. I'm gonna make a haunted house out of it. I was gonna make for Professor X's mansion there, but you know.
Noel is asking, how do you get the Flashpoint Aquaman Orbital Strike? It's a random drop from Flashpoint, or am I crazy?
I don't know. I've seen it once, and that's it.
I forget if it's either random drops that have been added to the Flashpoint DLC at some point, or you can buy it from the Flashpoint vendor. It's one of the two. I forget which though.
Honestly, I haven't played Flashpoint content in forever, so I've kind of gotten sick of it.
Nah, come on. You're Flashpoint Batman. You cannot be sick of Flashpoint.
Except for when it's not at all like Flashpoint and it's all completely rushed. Yeah, I kind of get bored of it.
Well, you know, they try to make their own story. They cannot just copy the story as it is. They think of themselves as creators, so they want to create their own stuff based on other stuff, of course.
The only thing here that is Flashpoint is Flashpoint Batman. Everything else, not.
Well, that's closer than a lot of things we saw in other properties.
Like nothing about this is really Flashpoint at all. Like there's nothing here.
Like you should see the Batman, the Phantom TV show they tried to make in the 2000s. Other than the name, there's nothing that has to do with the Phantom at all.
I don't remember that.
You're a lucky man.
I don't think I remember that. Maybe it's something I'd have to see, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, but I don't think I remember that.
It's not only is it not the Phantom, it's terrible. If at least it was almost somewhat decent, you could say you could forgive it not being the Phantom, but holy crap, it's not even close to being good. Yeah, the Phantom movie is awesome, but the TV show they tried to make, they tried to modernize it. They gave him some sort of like motorcycle helmet and then some sort of armor, and it was like a teen. So they're trying to turn it into a teen, younger Phantom type with some sort of body armor and a helmet, and it was terrible. So again, they basically tried to capitalize on the name, the Phantom, but they don't want to use the Phantom. It's crazy.
What do you think of the idea of them making a live-action Phantasm movie?
Nah, you're gonna mess it up. Sadly, most movie producers or directors or most people working in the movie industry, they don't just want to execute a project. They want to add their own vision. So that's why it's so difficult to be able to get movies that actually look like the original property. Oh, I guess we're going to the... we'll wait for the next one. So they don't just want to execute the idea, they want to be... to insert their own creative vision.
Which I kind of understand, but too much change and it just... it could be a bad thing.
So if they were to let's say remake a Mask of the Phantasm, they would probably try to they would get rid of the romance with Andrea. They would probably turn Andrea into a black lesbian. They would probably turn the Batman into a black lesbian. So I so they at this point there's no point for them to remake that. The animated movie is fine. Let's not let's leave it alone.
Yeah. I'm all for it, you know, as long as they don't change the original characters, you know. They can make the new characters all they want, whatever the way they want to. Just don't change the old characters.
Nah, you're missing the point. The whole point is they want to get rid of the old characters.
You know, like the old characters out there, I don't like them when they change race or sexuality. If they want to do that, make a new character. You know, they can make it similar if they want, but just don't do it to the originals.
Nah, they want to tear down the originals. They claim it's because they want to have a diversity, but they already have diversity. The best example we have is the Suicide Squad. They changed Deathstroke. They changed Deadshot black so that Will Smith could play him in the Suicide Squad. But there was, and supposedly for diversity's sake, but there was no reason at all for them to do that. And the proof we have is the Suicide Squad by James Gunn. Strangely enough, they were able to find a black character that Will Smith could have played. They used the Bloodsport. Too many blood characters.
Yeah.
So, somehow they were able to find Bloodsport, and they didn't have to race swap anyone, and they could have done that to begin with. But that's not the intent. The intent they're claiming it's to have more diversity. That's bullcrap. They want to get rid of the old characters. They want to tear down the old characters.
Yeah.
So that's why, yeah, Mask of the Phantasm. In theory, it would be a cool idea to make a live action of that. But in practice, they're not going to do that. They're going to want to change it.
Like, I would love to see a rated R version movie of the story of Batman Who Laughs. That'd be so cool, in my opinion.
Assuming that they don't change it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Aqualad and Terra.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, maybe
what
you'll get the Aqualad weapon.
Like, you know how they show, you know how in like Deadpool they're not afraid to show gore and stuff like that. To show the gore like that in a Batman Who Laughs movie would be sick.
Nah, they'll never do that. They want to keep Batman PG-13 so that they can sell Happy Meals. That was the issue with Batman Returns. Batman Returns was too dark. They could not sell Happy Meals at McDonald's because of that. Like when the parents brought their kids to see the movie, and the movie was, well, let's say, not for kids, they freaked out.
The thing is, how do you make a movie of Batman Who Laughs that's PG-13 when all he does is carry bloody knives and machetes and scythes and chains?
They could do it. Like the Deadpool, you remember the Deadpool leak before we got the movie? The Deadpool leak was PG-13, and not a single person complained about it. Everyone was thrilled to have a Deadpool on the big screen, to have a trailer with Deadpool, and no one complained that it was a PG-13, so they could make it PG-13. But
you know, the Metal series, you just can't do that.
Well, we'll see. The guy from Fortnite, I have no idea who you're talking about. An Excelist?
The whole point of the Metal series is to make them super brutal, you know?
The whole point is to make it good. Whether it's brutal doesn't mean it's going to be good. There's plenty of gory movies that are garbage. Gore doesn't make something good. Oh, and we have Venom starts next week, I think, or am I crazy?
Honestly, I don't follow Marvel that much. So.
Ah, come on, poor Venom. Oh, we're a little late for the Prince.
In my opinion, I think he's one of the better characters, but I just don't care enough of Marvel to do follow everything. Like, I'm definitely gonna go watch the movie, for sure. You know, it's Venom. Venom is awesome, but, you know, Marvel.
Oh, Morrow says October 6th. Okay, so it's in about 2 weeks. We're pretty much done. The Jelly Boss.
Let's see. Which currency do I have?
Oh, too far. And someone mentioned the Deathstroke. Yeah, I know where the Deathstroke weapon drops. Thanks. Basically, you have to defeat. For a lot of you guys had questions about all those iconic weapons. At the end of the day, they drop from the NPCs themselves. Like we fought a couple of them tonight.
Let them fight their wars on their
I got Deathstroke's sword from Shady Nightclub.
So wherever you can fight those NPCs, that's where you can get the iconic weapons. For Deathstroke, the easiest way would be the mission with the Riddler. The name escapes me right now.
Oh yeah, that one there.
But pretty much anywhere where you can fight those NPCs, you have a chance to get those weapons. They seem to have played with the drops a bit, although at some point Sharon was saying that they did not do that. So maybe it's just random that is messing with us. But sometimes items seems to be dropping a lot. Sometimes they seem to be pretty rare drops. But the best option, if you farm a mission and you do not get the weapon you want, just buy it from the broker. Bite the bullet and buy it from the broker. I know that no one wants to buy weapons like for 100 million on the broker, but sometimes it's much easier to farm for 100 million than to try to get the weapon to drop. It's sad, but we didn't do a group shot before. Oh, we have our friend Excelist here. We have a nice Magneto here.
I was just gonna say, yeah. Magneto. Oh, Batman laughs over here. One of the best Batmans to ever exist.
See, just for you.
Yeah. Some nice Dr. Fate.
And after that, you'll say that Flashpoint sucks. You're so mean. So guys, if you have any questions, now's the time. We'll stay for about 5 more minutes.
Okay, that's...
So next week, if all goes well, we should have the Halloween seasonal next week.
Yeah, I'll be grinding that on my Ghost Rider. I'll need a couple items. I probably need to get those skeleton out. Well, because I have these right here. But I think there's other ones you can get that don't fly. They actually are on the ground. And I want to get those. I think that's where you get them from. But
the matter mentioned, you have to get it from the marketplace. You have no choice. It's the only place where you can get it. And it's 15 bucks. So if you go to, if you go to the marketplace, you're gonna have to scroll a bit to the base items, and then you're gonna see the Manualer bundle and the Manor decor pack. When you purchase the bundle, you get one decor pack with the bundle, but afterwards, if you want to have more, you can purchase the decor pack by itself. So next week it will be Halloween. We should get some new styles. We should get some new materials. We should get some new base items. Frosty has a nice look over here.
Like my classic.
Of course.
I can get a really good belt. I mean, there is a belt style in the game that looks pretty close, but but for some reason it clips underneath the jacket, so I had to use something else.
Izzy is asking about collections. Basically, you have to farm. You go into the open world and you look for collections. That's pretty much the best option. Although you can also buy them from the broker. If there's a very specific collection you need, and for some reason you cannot get it to drop in the open world, just buy it from the broker. There's a little item that might help you if you need help. What you could use, if you go to supplies, there's some items that can help you farm for collections. I forget if it's the radar enhancer. Oh yeah, there it is. You can use a radar enhancer that will help you see where the collections are on the map. And there's also in various instances. So if you cannot find the collections in an instance for whatever reason, you can use a radar to try to find them. But I would use the radars in the open world. In instances, usually the collections are easy enough to find. When you're playing a mission, you should be able to find the collections easily enough. But so farm for the collections either in the open world or you can buy them from the broker. At the end of the day, I know that a lot of people don't like it when they say that, but the best option for a lot of stuff is to just buy it from the broker. Because yeah, sometimes it stings to have to pay 5 million, 10 million, 50 million for an item, but sometimes it's better than to farm for 2, 3, 5, 10 hours in the open world. Or there's some items like when I was farming for the Mr. Miracle collections for the cape. There's one time where I had to farm like for almost a week before I finally got the collection. And normally I would have to farm 2-3 days to get the collection, but there's one time where I had to farm like a whole week before the rare collection finally dropped. You get the item by mail. Once you finish a collection, you receive the item by mail. Although sometimes it can take a while. Sadly, sometimes the mail takes some time. So when there's a lot of people using the mail, it can take a while before you actually get your reward by mail. So just gather all the collections, and once you complete the collection, then wait a bit and you'll get it by mail. So I guess this is going to be pretty much it for today, guys. Anything you'd like to say, Mr. Ghost Rider now?
No, I'm all good.
Noel is asking what's the better, what is better, Halloween or Christmas? They're both pretty good, and they don't happen at the same time, so you can run both. We're going to get Halloween for the month of October, and we're going to get Christmas for the month of December. So for those 2 months, you will be able to play those events. Sorry, Extra Light, I'm not going to rate Dr. Fate. So guys, it was great to play with you guys today. It was great to chat with you guys. So next week it will be Halloween. I don't think, unless we get only 4 people like tonight, I don't think we're going to play the Halloween event. We'll probably play the Batman event again because sadly, or we might play the omnibus. We might try the omnibus. We'll see how it works out. So thank you guys for coming to play with us. Thank you to guys in the chat. It's always awesome to chat with you guys, and we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye bye.